as a black powder cartridge. Well, we're getting far ahead of something that's not that important. So this has 6 round capacity. It's extremely simple to operate, even though it's mechanically complex. People sometimes think that revolvers are foolproof and that they are, you know, bulletproof in terms that they will never fail. That's not true. Revolvers fail, and when they do, they are worse than pistols, because most pistols, if you have a failure to shoot, you can solve it rather fast with a tap rack bang or some other technique you can practice when you take a firearm defensive class. With a revolver, when the revolver isn't firing, you're going to be in deep trouble, because it's not simple to solve the problems revolvers have. They usually require a gunsmith when it's not firing. Alright? Having said that, it's simple to operate. It's as simple as it gets, because you just load it, close the cylinder, and you can either fire it on single action, okay? That's single action, and this is double action, okay? The good thing about this is that someone in a desperate situation would just fire a couple of rounds towards an aggressor, and it's simple in a way that it's something you would do instinctively. Even someone that isn't used to handling firearms. We see here a lot of people that somehow manage to take away the firearm from the bad guy, and when that's a revolver, the good guy will usually, you know, shoot a couple of times and ends up killing the aggressor because it was a revolver. If it had been a pistol with a safety or something, the chances are not that good if the person doesn't know how to operate a firearm. Having said all this, a snubby revolver is also considered something experts are only good at, because it's rather hard to shoot accurately at longer ranges, because there's a rather short sight radius. It's very complicated to shoot as accurately as you would with a pistol. So even though some people consider it an expert firearm for long range shooting and such, I consider it an ideal weapon for someone that has little or almost no idea of how to handle a firearm, because it's small, it's compact, you're going to use it at extreme close range, and you don't have like a long barrel for leverage if you end up struggling with someone, with an aggressor. So this would be my first choice for someone that isn't used to handling firearms. Now, if we're talking about someone that is dedicating the time I think everyone should when handling firearms, when learning how to shoot, taking basic safety courses, classes, and then going a step forward and taking self-defense shooting lessons, this would be my first option. This is a Glock firearm. This is my first choice as well. The Glock firearm has earned quite a bit of reputation as extremely reliable, accurate, easy to use, no frills firearm, and it's earned it rightfully so, because it truly is an extraordinary firearm. There's a number of calibers. It almost comes in all calibers. They all look almost the same. Okay, this one is a 357 SIG Glock 31, model 31. It fires a 357 SIG round like this. It's pretty much the equal in ballistic terms to 357 Magnum. This is what many police departments are using now, effectively, liking it a lot, and what the Secret Service uses. In spite of all this, when you look at the information, the ballistic information, you understand better why it works so well. But all you have to know is that it's a very effective round. This is also very expensive, so if you're gonna be doing a lot of shooting, as you should, consider it, take that into account as well, because for example 9mm is much cheaper and it's not bad at all. It's rather very effective as well. I like this because it has a little bit more stopping power than the 9mm, but you know, you have to keep those things into account, because this is very expensive to shoot in comparison to 9mm or 40 Smith & Wesson, which are also good rounds and are much cheaper. Okay, thing is, I have several firearms, so I can afford to shoot lots with other calibers that are cheaper and keep this for self-defense. This firearm can also be can accept a barrel for 9mm and 40 Smith & Wesson. So if you have one of these a Glock 31 or Glock 32, you can simply change the barrel and shoot 40 Smith & Wesson with this. The basic design is the same. The only thing that changes between 357 SIG and 40 Smith & Wesson is this. You buy one of these in 40 Smith & Wesson, you just put it like I'm doing here, and you're good to go. This means you'll be able to practice with a much cheaper round for your shooting sessions and keep it loaded with this for self-defense. Okay? So that's it, guys. Visit us at www.grabtheapple.com. Okay, and I'll be seeing you around, or you'll be checking the next videos or so. Subscribe so we have more people. The more people we have, the better for us and for you, because it will make us encourage us to make more videos and so forth. So I'll see you around. Take care.